What's going on, y'all? We back in the building. Episode 19, Primo Sports. You know what the fuck is going on, man. Bringing out more content. Stay pumping out this shit for y'all. Pause. It's your host, Jake, spreading love. And of course, I'm with my co-host.
You already know who it is. It's your Primo Lex, and welcome back to another episode of Primo Sports, where it's all game and no hype.
Yes, sir. So you already know, man. We about to start it off with a little bit of NFL talk. NBA is coming back hot, so we gotta, definitely brush up on that. Cause I mean, we both got some exciting takes for y'all. So you know what I'm saying. Y'all could soak it in, pause, and then come up with your own opinions, man. Get in the comment section every once in a while, y'all. Like, talk to us a little bit. We want to hear y'all opinions as well. So, make sure y'all doing that. Make sure y'all showing love. Appreciate all the viewers and all the likes so far. But, get a little bit of interaction in that comment section would be fire. You feel me? But, so we're going to start this off with last night's game. I mean, shit. Cincinnati Bengals, Pittsburgh Steelers, battle of the 40-year-olds. Shit went crazy.
That was a great fucking game.
They look like they was in their prime.
Great game, man.
Bengals ended up winning that game. I called it. I bet on that. So, cause right now I just feel like in the NFL there is no dominant team at all right now. So I'm gonna say that every Thursday, I have to say this, every Thursday night game has delivered since, I know we said this, but I can't stop saying it. Every Thursday night game has delivered.
They've been on every week.
And it's been divisional games. I fuck with it. Like it's a good pattern. But so we just gonna get right into it. So Bengals ended up getting the victory 33-31. Joe Flacco, three tutties, 300 plus yards.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that this is the turning point for the Bengals? Or do you think that they just got a dub and they'll probably fall right back off?
I kind of feel like they got a dub. I don't know how long this is going to be able to be sustainable. I know Flacco came, he showed up. You know what I mean? But I do feel like he's more of a band-aid opposed to fix. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he's there to help him get through the year. But he showed up. You know what I mean? I mean, with the way they played yesterday, if they can continue on, winning and get a little winning streak, they might be able to get into the playoffs. But there still are some teams out there that are a little bit stronger than them. Uh, but great win yesterday. Great win. I honestly did not think the game was going to be like that. Because seeing that Flacco came over in such short notice, he doesn't really, so him, having to learn the playbook, all that other stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
And I didn't really think I just didn't think it was going to be that type of game. I thought it was going to be a little bit closer as far as I thought the points were going to be a little bit lower. I didn't think each team was going to put up, 30 plus points because it was a divisional game. But I'm kind of happy that it did go that route because I did ended up scooping up Aaron Rodgers as my fantasy quarterback for yesterday and helped out.
Yeah,
it was a great move. It was a good move. So help me out.
Can't ever be mad at a good fantasy move. You feel me?
He threw 4 tutties. He threw the two picks, but that second pick, I think that was just amazing ball awareness by the cornerback to be able to take it out of DK Metcalf's hands and and keep the feet in bounds. I had the knee touchdown, which ultimately made him be in bounds, and that was just a great defensive play.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Kudos to that one. I ain't gonna
great defensive play. So, but yeah, like the game overall, it was a really, really exciting game.
Yeah, nah, for sure. And I think the whole Flacco thing is I don't think he's meant to even get him through the year. I mean, Burrow's injury isn't season ending, so I think it's just to try to get him hopefully to a playoff record, which
Makes sense.
I mean, look, because here's how you could look at it. You could be like, all right, I could say it's the turning point, right? But we know how Pittsburgh is. They just have even, doesn't even really matter like who's their quarterback. Lately, it's just been a trend of starting out good. You'd be like, yo, nah, Pittsburgh's really about it for real. And then next thing you know, they start falling off. And maybe this is the beginning of the fall off because the defense was atrocious. You feel me? Again, I understand the talent level that's on the Bengals side, but you wasn't supposed to let Flacco do that to you.
Nah.
That's Burrow that's supposed to do that to you with some shit. You ain't supposed to let Flacco do that shit to you. But Flacco's proven time and time again though that he is capable of still doing what he got to do. He knows how to, put the ball in the right place. His accuracy is still there. The arm strength is still there. It's just, obviously the mobility isn't there. But look at what he did.
Yeah.
Played them, scrambled 16 yards, closing out the game on we moving.
Like, I was not expecting that from him, bro. I honestly was not expecting.
And then but then again, I gotta come at Mike Tomlin though for the coaching mistake. Look, I understand that you didn't get the 3rd and 4, and it was like maybe about 5 minutes. I don't want. It's probably like 5-6 minutes left or whatever in the fourth, and you're not really on. You're not on. You're still on your side of the field. I don't give a fuck. It's 4th and 4. We go for that. Go for that. They got everything is on the Bengals to win this game, so the pressure is really on them. So I feel like one, you got DK, you got all the weapons, you got Firemouth who was going stupid in the game. You got Warren who I'm pretty sure he could do a screen and get right. Whatever you got to do, you got to get the 4 yards. I understand you you can't trust the defense when the defense is giving you a fucking reason to trust them. They haven't showed you shit, and you said, nah, we're gonna trust them to get you the ball back. You're wilding. You should have went for it on the 4th and 4, because there's nothing to prove to me that y'all gonna get a stop. So why the fuck would I'm Aaron Rodgers. We're out here. We're 4-1 anyway. Even if we lose this game, it's not the end of the world. But so let's play to win. Like my pop said, you gotta play to win, man. Stop playing to lose. That was some play to lose shit. I mean, playing not to lose shit. My fault. That's the quote. You play to win, play not to lose.
Yeah.
So it was too conservative for me. You know what I'm saying? Especially in this day and age of NFL. My fault, keep going, but like, especially in this day and age of the NFL where everybody's going for it on 4th downs now.
That's what I was gonna say. It seems like over like this whole season, it seems like that's been a trend.
Fucking Dan Campbell started that shit. I gotta give Dan Campbell the credit for that. I ain't gonna
and a lot of times, like, I agree with it because it's like, yo, you get 4 downs once. If you're under 4th and 5, you know what I'm saying? 4th and 4, 4th and 3, you got something in the playbook for that.
Yeah, for sure.
You got something in the playbook for that. You can make something happen. And, obviously, depending on the situation, you know what I mean? Because you also, too, want to, play situational. But why not just go for it? Fuck it. You get 4 downs, it's 4th and 3. Nigga, fuck it. Just take the shot. You know what I'm saying? Like,
4th quarter, y'all
take the shot,
bro.
Fuck it. You might as well. It's like, I don't want to say you don't have nothing to lose because obviously you could lose the game or whatever, but it's almost like bro, just take the risk. You feel me? Just take the risk because that right there could, really switch the momentum for you if you are down. You know what I mean? That could switch some type of momentum, or that could just change the whole trajectory in the game where it's like now you're in complete control clockwise.
Well, yeah, and like to me, I feel like you was just it was something where maybe you was scared to offend somebody on the defense, like where offend your defense pretty much, where you're like, nah, I don't trust y'all to go get it. To get us the ball back, so we gonna go for it. So, fuck all that. You the head coach.
You the head coach. You can do whatever you want.
About.
If you want them to go Go for it.
He dropped 33 on y'all motherfuckers' heads, bro. We are not kicking it. We're not playing it.
And the
Going
majority,
for this shit. Fuck is you talking
right?
about?
And half of his completions, because what was he like 32 for 40 something? So half of his completions ended up going to Jamar Chase.
Yo, and bro, not for nothing, even to keep on the subject, because it got me. And honestly, it got me dumbfounded. Because when I really think about it analytically too, let's say you don't get it. You giving it to him probably at like the 40 or whatever on their side. If y'all stop them, and even if they get a field goal, you could still win with a touchdown. Like,
Yeah.
you're not even putting yourself out the game, really, if you don't get it.
Yeah, because I think they would have ended up being up, like, if they would have
Because it was
scored, they would be
33
up 6,
31.
right?
It
Or
would be
something like
33.
that.
It was 33-31. So they were down two. So if they would have got another field goal, y'all would have only been down five.
You would have been good. And all you would have needed was a touchdown after that. You would have been good. And the way that the game was going, both teams was just moving the rock.
Yeah.
You feel me? The ball was just going up and down the field with no problems, no type of like any type of resistance from either defense. You feel me? It was just nigga go.
Yeah.
Fuck. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for those 2 interceptions that this dude threw, we probably wouldn't have even seen that. The game probably would still be going on right now. You feel me? Because the way that the game was going, it was just like touchdown, field goal, touchdown, field goal, touchdown, touchdown. It was just like, yo, nobody was stopping nobody. Right. Nobody was stopping nobody. So that's why I was happy that I ended up, crapping up Aaron Rodgers as my quarterback for last night because, I got Stroud, but you know what I mean? I was like, nah, let me get my shit popping early because you know what I'm saying, matchup wise, who I was going against, oh boy, I think he had like DK who I was going against, he had DK, so I was like, nah, I gotta match that. You feel me? Like, nah, nigga, you ain't about to get the points. I'm not about to get the points.
Right.
But other than that, yeah, man, like nobody was stopping nobody yesterday, and yeah, they could have just went for it on the fourth down and see what they could have had. Because I really think they could have got that fourth down. The way that Aaron Rodgers was balling yesterday,
Yeah.
they could have got that, bro.
Yeah.
They could have got something to the tight end, easy.
And now it's gonna come into question, like, if this collapse happens, I'm sorry, Mike T, you out of there, bro. Like, you gotta go. Like, you feel me? Because enough is enough. Not, we're not gonna jump to conclusions here, but history. They say history don't repeat itself, but it do rhyme. So I don't know what's gonna happen with y'all. To me, just to go back to answer the original question, I think it is the turning point. I think the fucking um that whole division, the AFC North, shit about to get real. Cause well, we don't gotta worry about. I mean, it's only gonna be Pittsburgh and Cincinnati going at it. You good? The Ravens is smoke. Cleveland smoke. So you got a chance. You got a chance, and you won the game already, and now you 2-0 in the division.
Yeah, and right, the 2-0 the division. They got the upper hand on the Steelers because they won on Thursday. So now you already got that over them. So yeah, there's a good chance that they can, really sneak into like maybe a wild card bid or at least compete for one.
If they just win the division, they in the playoffs. That's it. All they gotta do is just win the division.
Yeah, man.
The division is very winnable. I think right now I'm gonna say it's a turning point. I'm gonna say that it's not. I think Flacco gonna ball out next week. I think it's just how could it not get better if he only like if you're going off of it like logically, right? If you be like, all right, boom, if you did this good, and mind you, I'm saying this, but it still might not work like this just because that's how life is. Life don't work off logic. This shit just works off of just wildness and fucking spontaneousness and shit like that. But like let's say, all right, if you're thinking about from the grand scheme, if I gave you 2 weeks and you hooped, right, you balled out, I mean, I would only think that you're just gonna get better as you go on. Now that doesn't mean that that always happens, but it's like, cause what film are you gonna look at, bro? Flacco's been in the league for 15 years. It's already just nothing you could look at that's gonna be like, oh, we found out that Flacco does this now. Like, nah, bro, he's been doing the same shit for forever. So
Like what you see
there's
is
no,
what you get.
there ain't gonna be no tape on him. So
And not for
he's
nothing,
good, I think.
they're 3-4 right now, right?
Yep.
Steelers are 4-2. Their next game is against the Jets.
Who? The
The Bengals.
Bengals? Oh, that's a dub.
They should be able to. So
Dub they
honestly,
tried.
be 4-4, right? So they should be a 500 team, hopefully by next week, right?
Yeah.
They should be a 500 team. And I forgot who the Steelers play. But hopefully they can bounce back from that loss because now they don't want to, start that.
They're gonna. I think they already played Cleveland once, so they're gonna play Cleveland again, right? They played Cleveland once.
I'm not sure. I gotta look at their schedule. Give me a second.
Because if I think that's who they got the divisional win over, the first one.
Yeah, their next game is against the Packers actually. But they did beat Cleveland 23-9 last.
This is what I'm saying. So look, 23-9. That's gonna be the same shit or better when you play them. So that's a dub. The Ravens, ass, like
Yeah, with
they
no Lamar back there, it's
and just pack it up. Just pack it up. Just don't bring it back out.
it's
I'm
not.
not bringing them back out. I'm not bringing Lamar back out. Look, fuck it. We're gonna get into the next subject then if we talking about this. So we, what is like, what teams are just completely done for? Like, there's no way that they're making the playoffs right now. And what we going into week 6?
Obviously the Jets, Browns, Titans, Raiders. The Raiders may be able to catch some fire, but I doubt it.
Yeah, tough division too.
I doubt they're gonna catch fire. You know, the Saints might be out of it, even though they fight. Their record doesn't necessarily match how they play. You feel me?
But they out of it.
But they're out.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like they could be a better team if
Might scrape. They might 4 wins.
if they was able to do some. I'm gonna say the Panthers. I know they're 3-3 right now, but I don't really see them going any further than really what they are. I think they are who they are.
I mean, they're not going to win that division.
They are who they are.
That's the Bucks division.
Yeah, that's the Bucks, and then right behind the Bucks is the Falcons at 3-2. So
how about that? How about that Falcons Bills game?
yo, shout out to the Falcons because they showed up. You feel me? They showed up. But with the Bills, that was a big loss for them. Because one, they lost to us, so that already fucks them up in the division, right?
Yeah.
Then you come back and you lose to a team that you were supposed to beat. You were the superior team. And for whatever reason, you could not get it done. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like their defense. I don't know what's going on the defensive side of the ball. You feel me? Like what happened? Like what happened? They were a pretty decent defensive team. Now it seems like these last couple games, obviously I'm happy that y'all ain't show up against us, even though you kind of did, but you didn't. But this last game against the Falcons, it was like, yo, y'all got this rookie quarterback out here looking nice right now, bro.
Yeah, second year.
Second year, excuse me. Like, you got him looking crazy right now.
Well, it's his first year, like, starting from the beginning and all of that.
Yeah, so it's like, yo, bro, like, nah, bro.
Listen, I think from, like, again, it was penalties again. Like, y'all not, this is the shit. Like, what? it's embarrassing at that, back to back games, that many penalties in crucial moments. Again, Josh Allen not coming through when you need him to. I think that that it showed that the Falcons have a fucking surprisingly good defense. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
like, and then yeah, man. So like, I say that the Bills is just disappointing with this shit, man. It's just the penalties are just. It's like how how can you just you supposed because it's like who you are. That's why it's a problem. Like if it's like the Jets doing it, or you know what I mean, you got the fucking the Saints doing it, or does any of these fucking ass teams we just named, like, all right, that makes some sense, but like, y'all supposed to be like Super Bowl contenders and all this shit, and it's like, y'all not showing me none of that at all. So I don't know if it's I can't get it together as far as like discipline to my team. Is it a coaching issue? Like, are you really getting through to these players? Is Josh Allen respecting what you're saying, or is the defense respecting what you're saying? Like, defensive coordinator, are they buying into the system? It's just a lot of questions at that point because okay, I understand it's early in the season, y'all still 4-2. It's definitely not the end or anything like that, but we got to look at it from like the perspective of does it get better from here or because you never fucking know. Like, what about if they come out and lose next week too?
Yeah,
Then it gets real crazy.
it could spiral out of control.
Now people are pointing fingers. Like it's just you can't lose these games. You can't lose these games, and it's official that I'm never putting y'all on my ticket ever again. Just ever, because this is not the first time or first season that y'all have done this. Y'all have actually done this like countless times, and it's with Josh Allen at the helm. So to me, it's a personal vendetta where I'm like, you know, not gonna. It's just like I don't even want to fucking deal with you right
And
now.
they play the Panthers next week.
If y'all lose that,
They play
I
the
mean
Panthers,
it.
and they got to play in Carolina. I mean, maybe they bounce back. Who knows? But it was a shocking loss. I'm gonna tell you that.
Yeah,
But it was, obviously for us, my past, great. But for them, I know that was like a yo, how the fuck did we just lose this game?
yeah.
You guys didn't come out prepared.
I gotta give y'all some, gotta give y'all some, clap it up, I guess, y'all first place
Oh
on the
yeah,
AFC East.
first place definitely like waking up that Monday morning was like a oh wow, haven't felt this in a while. Haven't felt this in a while. Felt like order is being restored again. You know what I mean? Like things are going back in place where they need to be. You feel me? But we still got a long way to go. I don't want to get too gassed up. I ain't trying to drink the juice. You know what I'm saying? Um, Great, solid win that we had. Questionable calls over there on the officiating. The officiating was kind of horrible in that game. Um, could have been way better, but we came out with the dub, and then next week, we're gonna be in Tennessee, so that should be a win right there.
Yeah.
That should be a win for us right there. And we should, keep it moving. Just like I said, just keep playing like our record is 0-0.
Yeah, the Titans actually just got rid of their head coach too. So
it should be like all right, come on, let's go in. Let's
but
go in there.
still,
They're professionals.
this league, I'm telling you right now,
Any given Sunday,
this
bro.
is the most, yeah, but like this season is the most any given Sunday season I've probably ever seen. Like
That's what makes this season so exciting.
this season is like you cannot
You can't sleep
call
on
it.
nobody right now, bro.
Plus 300 underdogs, pick them. Fucking pick them, bro. They somebody like it's crazy too because I knew it with the Thursday night game. I'm like, nah, this is what's going to happen. This is what's going on. This is what's gonna happen because the parity is crazy right now. There's really like no dominant. There's nobody you can say right now that you're like they're going to the Super Bowl. They're gonna
No,
win.
you're not lying because the teams that should be on that type of list right now, they're going down. You know what I'm saying? They've lost games. You got the Eagles. They've lost some games. You know what I'm saying?
Lions.
You know what I'm saying? The Lions. Ravens, obviously. The Bills just lost 2 in a row. You know what I'm saying? And then you got these other teams who are just slowly creeping up. You know what I'm saying? Broncos slowly creeping. You feel me? Slowly creeping, bro.
Head of the division right now.
Head of the division. The Pats is in there. Fucking the Commanders. You still gotta look out for the Giants because of how they've been playing these last couple weeks. Just really everybody in the league.
Hey, the Bears.
The Bears actually have a winning record. Right?
Hey, man, got that lick back pause against the Commanders. You know what I mean? Like
yo, and who's the running back?
DeAndre Swift.
Shout out to that boy.
Yeah, he's actually the reason why I lost.
Yo, shout out to him, bro, because I had him at my flex. Balled out, my boy.
20+ points, right?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, him and Jacobs won me the game because he had balled out his last game.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
it's always a good,
you know what I'm saying? So I was good right there. You know what I mean?
But that division, that's a crazy division right there. This league right now. Division. But look, the league is wild. Just if you just talking about the NFC North alone is crazy.
Yeah.
Then you know what I'm saying? Then you got Tampa Bay fucking going crazy. But I'm not gonna sit there and be like Tampa Bay's going to the Super Bowl and winning it. I still can't say that about them. Because you'll see like they just come through and then it'll be the fucking Dolphins or some shit or like fuck, you know what I mean? I'm just throwing out teams. I'm not saying they probably already fucking beat them or whatever, but I'm just throwing out teams. Like it could be whoever, just anybody. The Saints come through and beat them one week. You know what I mean? They're in their division. You never know.
NFC West, and the NFC West right now is ridiculous right now. You got 3 teams that are 4-2.
That's what I'm saying. So Rams, Niners,
Niners, Rams, and the fucking Seahawks. And then the Cardinals are not far behind because they're 2-4.
Right.
It's a tough fucking.
Then if you're like, oh, the Colts, they're really dominating. Again, I'm like, I can't say that they're gonna go to the Super Bowl and win it. That's where it's getting. I can't definitively say that. Last couple of years there was teams like nah, the Chiefs are going to the Super Bowl, and then at some point you realize, nah, the Eagles are definitely going to the Super Bowl. Like, with the way Saquon was playing and shit like that. But
I think we're not gonna have a real definitive answer until we get towards like the end of the season. And I'm not saying for like the Super Bowl. But like we're gonna start seeing more so who the playoff teams are gonna be once it gets towards the end of the season and shit. Because I feel like certain teams are just gonna step it up. You know what I'm saying? Certain teams are just gonna know, all right, we gotta lock in, we gotta step it up. But there's gonna be some teams that are gonna fuck some shit up for some people.
Yeah. Nah. Like the spoilers are gonna be crazy.
There's gonna be some teams that are gonna fuck some shit up because of how tight these divisions are right now. There's gonna be somebody in that's at the bottom of the division that if they just beat the person that's ahead of them, it's gonna fuck up their playoff chances. Yeah. So it's like, nah, we're both not going. Fuck that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Fuck yeah, like the way that the league has been looking right now, it's really a toss-up, like you're saying. There's no real definitives. Like, there's some teams that it's just like, the Dolphins, Jets, like, you guys have no chance. You know what I'm saying? But for the remainder of the league, it's like, I don't know, man. The AFC West, tight. You got the Chargers 4-2, Broncos 4-2, Chiefs 3-3, Raiders 2-4.
And like I was telling you, look at the Chiefs, right? They lose to Jacksonville and then come back and beat the Lions. But what are you talking about? Even if you look at the Giants, it was a good example. Beat the Chargers that were undefeated at that point, and then lose to the team that hadn't got a win yet in the Saints,
Mm-hmm.
and then come back and beat the Eagles 34-17.
And even in that,
Well, we really should have beat the Saints though, to be honest. That's why, because like we, fumbled the ball a lot in the red zone. Like
yeah.
that normally doesn't happen, So
Even in
we
your
actually
division,
should have fucking won
even in the
that.
NFC East right now, it's you got the Eagles 4-2, Commanders 3-3, Cowboys are 2-3-1 because they had the
They
tie
had the
game with
tie.
the
Yep.
Packers,
Yep.
and then the Giants are 2-4. So that right there is still close.
Yeah.
Because every game everybody's like at least a game behind.
Yeah. And then now you really don't know, like, we don't. We gotta see because we gotta go against Denver. That's a tough game.
That's your next game, right?
That's the next game, and then we go back to play Philly. These two games are our season. If we could win these two games, it changes everything. It changes everything. The playoff potential is super there at that point, and I mean, Jackson Dart would be he's already already a hero. I mean, they would, praise him so crazy at that point. But we gotta do what we gotta do. Denver is a fucking tough ass team. They just beat the shit out the Jets, but I'm not, that's the Jets. Fucking dumpster fire over there. Justin Fields is just terrible.
Yeah.
Garrett Wilson, get up out of there, man. Holla at us if you want to, holla at the Giants. You go to the real team of New York. Even though they play in Jersey, but still. Um, I think that we gotta just keep doing, it gotta be the scatterboo shit. Gotta be heavy scatterboo because that pass rush is fucking nasty for Denver. I'm not gonna lie. They definitely get after the quarterback, something crazy. They have the league leader in sacks and Bonito, but we got somebody that's right behind them in Brian Burns. We gotta, it's two crazy defensive lines going against each other. I think Denver's the more complete defense though, because they got like Patrick Surtain and shit.
And y'all got to go to Denver too. So
that's
not
that's first time for Jackson Dart dealing with those elements. You know what I mean, with the elevation being higher and shit like that. But he's a cold motherfucker, man, and I believe in him, and I think just as long as you just keep that level-headed play, I don't think it's ever gonna change for him. Like, well, like he already was dealing with a lot of pass rush from the Eagles and was still navigating through that shit pretty good. So I think he'll be fine. We just gotta keep it close, keep it competitive. And who knows, we got to strike first like we've been doing, which has been surprising because the Giants, it's been, I forgot how many years it's been, but it's been a fucking long time since we started off 3 games in a row with touchdown drives to start the games. So we just got to do that. I think the Giants will be fine. I think we could actually win this game. And with Jackson Dart, anything is possible at this point after that game and if, against Philly. So, because that shit wasn't fluky at all. Nothing, it was just pure, just I wanted more and all of that shit. So, NFL, man, it's fucking going crazy. Um, I can't wait to see what happens. Hopefully we definitely get this dub next week. Hopefully we could keep coming in here and being happy about our teams. But we're gonna shift the subject, going to the NBA real quick. We had a crazy signing. I mean, I don't know if it's crazy anymore because the motherfucker done been on 20 damn teams already. But Russell Westbrook going to Sacramento. How do you feel about the move, Lex? What do you think about Russ's career as a whole? And do you think that the move made sense?
it's I guess it's cool that he's able to still play basketball. Uh, he obviously he still has value. You know what I'm saying? Obviously he still has value. You know what I mean? But I don't
It's
necessarily.
cool that he still gets to play basketball. Like,
Yeah, I mean, because at this
yo,
point,
it's
it's
cool you
like
still get to play
at this
basketball,
point,
bro.
at this point, it's like I mean, you're going to the Kings. I
Oh
mean,
my god.
are the Kings really a contender for a chip?
It's funny, man.
You know what I mean? Like I know they got like DeMar over there. You know what I mean? But
Zach Levine, you know.
yeah, they do got Zach Levine. They got a little. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, little Chicago, the Chicago Kings, man.
You know
Little
what I'm
Chicago
saying?
Kings.
Right. So you know what I mean? I mean, I guess it kind of. I don't see where it necessarily is gonna.
You don't see them.
Right.
You don't see them winning the chip in
No,
any way, shape, or form.
no, I don't think this.
So,
This
so,
makes
so, what the
them.
fuck are we doing? You know.
I don't think it makes them like chip worthy.
So at the end of the
You
day,
know what I mean?
it's cool you get to play basketball.
Like
Yeah.
it's cool that he's still in the
Yo,
league. You know
yo,
what I'm
it's
saying?
cool.
Yo, you get. He's able to play.
You get to dribble and do all that cool
I mean,
shit.
obviously the OKC days, we're not gonna get that rust no more. You know what I'm saying? But if he's able to still contribute in a good way to the team, shit, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? What he's gonna be able to do for this team. If let's say he comes off the bench and he ends up being a great fucking bench player. You know what I'm saying? A great six man, or just you know what I mean? Because we're not gonna get the triple double rust. Those days are over. You know what I'm saying? But if he's able to contribute to the team in a positive way, I guess it's a good look.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you're able to contribute it, and
I mean, yeah, you put in the energy. You still, you still in California and shit. Still, at least you know.
right, keeps him at home.
Keeps you in Cali. You don't gotta
Keeps
go
him
too
at home.
far.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you feel about it? Do you feel like it's
You get to play basketball. That's how I feel. I mean, because you're not gonna do nothing else but just play basketball. Like, it's not gonna be for nothing significant. Um, that team isn't structured like defensively crazy. Like to me, like
they do got the bonus too. I forgot they got
Sabonis is a listen. Sabonis, look, cool pieces. The defense though, I don't know what you're doing. What are you doing against a Jokic? Like, what do you like? Because Sabonis is nice, but he ain't stopping Jokic and none of that. Like, he ain't stopping. If that's in the West, but if you Joel Embiid and then Wemby in the West, Joel Embiid's in the East. But I'm saying you're gonna probably have to play games against them. Like, let's say somehow it's a fucking Kings and Phillies finals. You probably gonna get smoked. Like, you're not gonna get there anyway. But I'm just saying.
Kings and Phillies finals.
Yeah, it'd be nasty. Like Sixers versus the Kings would be the nastiest.
That shit sounded wild. That sounded like no disrespect to these two teams, but that was like when the Nuggets played the Heat, bro.
Yeah, it's like what?
It was mad random. It was like this isn't what we wanted to see, but
Yeah, I guess we could rock with it. You know what I'm saying?
Basketball, fuck it. Let's you know what I'm saying. See what happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I think that what are you gonna do? You're just gonna be on the bench. You can't start. I think they got Dennis Schroeder over there. They got Malik Monk. If you really think about it,
pieces.
if you think about it, offensively, they got some pieces.
They
But
got
don't
some
really
pieces,
have
right,
like
they don't know-
two-way players.
Right.
Like,
They don't have
it's
no
not
step
like
defender. You know
this is what I'm saying. So maybe, I don't know what they doing I don't know if they cooking in the lab, or not. But it just feels like, you got rid of De'Aaron Fox and shit. Like, I feel like if De'Aaron Fox was there, now we talking. Because if you back up to De'Aaron Fox, but you got to be back up to like Dennis Schroeder. So two totally different things, you know what I'm saying? And shit, man, I don't think that it's gonna really matter. Like the West is too crazy. The West is crazy.
Especially
the West is crazy.
Especially like with teams like with Houston right now.
Bro, the West is crazy.
It's like you got Wemby who's about to be in year 3.
With De'Aaron Fox.
He about to be in year 3 right now. and they just they went and got themselves some pieces.
Bro, De'Aaron Fox is about to go
Um,
stupid in San Antonio this year. They're
um,
about to go dumb.
Wemby might have a breakout season.
Yeah, I mean, I think he was already on that. He just got hurt, you know. So I think I think now with the like you saying with the strength too,
He's
he been in the gym.
he's been
He
chilling
been in the
with
gym.
he done talked to KG over the summer. He done been chilling with Monks.
Yeah, nah, it might be up for the league. I ain't gonna. It might be up.
He on a different type of time.
It
They
might be
still
up.
got they remember they still got Pop.
Yeah, cool and
Pop
talking
is in
some
the
shit.
office now. He
Politics.
ain't on the court. He's in the office now, calling a different type of shots.
Yeah,
Bro.
yeah, yeah.
He know,
Politics.
bro. He know what he doing.
Cool.
San Antonio was they're gonna be good for the
All the
future.
mentors be around and
Bro,
shit.
everybody's around. Timmy's around. Ginobili be around, bro. Everybody's there,
He got
bro.
all types of available resources.
Yo, fam.
Another fellow Frenchman there, you know what I'm
Bro,
saying?
no problem. The Spurs organization, probably one of the best organizations just in sports.
Oh, yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Classy,
Classy. You know, they win chips. They do a pretty good job taking care of their players. And
The West is crazy.
the West is fucking crazy.
Ja Morant coming back.
Josh coming back.
You know, I mean, the Nuggets, you know.
Might be bronze last year.
Right, man. Luka on the Lakers gonna go crazy. Yo, I mean, Cooper Flag been looking crazy. So, like, who knows how Dallas might be once Kyrie come back, too. Then it's really up.
It's going to be different.
And if Anthony Davis could, like, not be made of glass for, like, 1 year, that shit would be crazy.
Right. He need a Wolverine shot.
Yeah, he needs to learn how to be, like, reinforced glass. Instead of just, like, you're, like, fiberglass.
You feel
Like, you feel me? You got fiberglass bones.
Paper skin.
But you know, the conclusion is the West is crazy, bro. Y'all not doing nothing over there. It's cool though. You get to play basketball.
This should be a fun season too.
Yeah.
In the NBA, this should be definitely a fun season. Like you said, Josh coming back next year or this year. Wemby, you know, he's coming back.
OKC. I mean, OKC. What are we talking about?
OKC, you know, they're coming back with their full roster.
With pretty much everybody.
You know what I mean? So it's gonna be a very interesting time in the NBA. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, nah, I think it's gonna be fire. And then if we're talking about the East, you know, we got some shit going on. You know, Cleveland's gonna come back strong. You know,
the East is kind of like a little toss up right now. You know.
All right, so I'm gonna just ask you straight up because I got some Celtic fans at my job and shit, and I was saying, I'm like, yo, I'm not talking shit because I don't talk. You know, I'm not really the big shit talker. Because I'm humble because I've had a team that's been ass for a long time, so I don't really talk too crazy unless people talk crazy to me. You know, if you come at me crazy, please believe if my team wins, I'm in your face. You know, like I'm talking crazy. If not, it's respectful, whatever. I'm not being disrespectful when I say this. I think y'all gonna be the sixth seed in the play.
It's crazy that you say that.
I'm not being disrespectful.
And the play
because I think the sixth seed is the play.
No, I don't think
6, 7, yeah, 6, 7, and then 8, 9.
I think it's 7, 8, 9.
No, 7, 8, yeah, no. Six seed, right outside the play. No, the play-in is 7, 8, and then 9, 10. You're right. So
yeah. I would say because not for me, I like not trying to be whatever, but just I was like, we can be a 16, top 16.
Listen, let's just go through it. Let's just break it down.
I'm not mad because we've been in that position before.
Let's just break it down. The Knicks, right? Most likely better seeding. Cleveland. Again, I mean that they were number 1 seed last year, won fucking 60-something games last year, right? Orlando is about to go stupid. They already, they were showing signs last year. And then these motherfuckers right here, the Detroit Pistons.
Mm-hmm.
Cade Cunningham coming back off the year that he had. And I mean, I think that, they've established themselves. I don't think that was a fluke year last year. I think they're really about to be serious. And then for the fifth one, this is what I'm saying. It could be 5 or 6 depending on what we get from Philly. Because a healthy Joel Embiid with Tyrese Maxey with, a decent Paul George should definitely be, I mean, not for nothing. That's a little scary. If Joel stays healthy, that's really what it's about.
I
Because
still put us over Philly, though.
because Tyrese Maxey is a fucking problem.
He is. I still put us over Philly, though, just for the simple fact that they can't stay healthy.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying.
So
I'm saying if they stay healthy, that's where my shit is.
Yeah, no, I could
If
definitely
they stay healthy, I think to be real, if they stay healthy, it might be a kind of a problem because Joel is really like dog. Joel when he's healthy is an absolute savage, bro.
No, he is
Like,
probably the best center in the league.
he is
So,
60. He could score 70 points easily.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying when he's on point. And Tyrese Maxey again, I'm telling that boy is cold as hell.
Yeah,
That boy is cold.
no,
as hell.
when it comes to Philly, I like, and it's not to sound rude or anything. I just don't see them as a threat anymore.
Yeah, I mean,
And that's just being honest. I don't really see them as a threat anymore because it's like, who else do they have behind them besides those guys?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, who is their supporting cast?
Kelly Oubre, they got
What's their bench looking
depth
like?
chart ain't there.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's why I'm not too worried about them. I would probably put Orlando above them right now.
Yeah, I put Orlando above them. Yeah.
Orlando, even in the regular season, they for some fucking reason we always got some type of issue with them.
Yeah, no, Orlando.
You always got that one team that
I think like once you have a team like that gets a taste of the playoffs like they did last year,
yeah,
kind of like okay,
But I wouldn't be mad at that seeding only because like that 5-6 seed, I'm not mad at. Because one thing that we do have in our favor is the experience.
Yeah, no,
you know what I'm saying? We have tons of experience. JB and Tatum have been to the playoffs since they got into the league.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Obviously D White, since he's been over here, showed up. We got Peyton Pritchard, since he's been with us, playoffs. We know how to get there. You feel me? So as long as we're able to stay right there, we're gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? Sure. I definitely feel like we'll be good because then even if we play like a Cleveland so let's say Cleveland's a 3rd seed, just throwing it out there, not saying that that's how it would be, and we got to play them. I don't feel as if like damn, this is gonna be crazy.
Raps, right? Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like no, this is gonna be a good series. You know what I'm saying? Because of our experience, this we still pretty much got a good amount of our core, and with some of the pieces that we did pick up, like Boucher was a fucking great pickup for us, bro. Like I already fucking with it. You know what I'm saying? I was fucking with him when he was over in Toronto last year because he hits the shot and he could play some defense, bro. So. And I haven't even watched the preseason. I just been glancing at it for us, you know what I'm saying, see what's going on. Yeah, I may watch it, you know what I'm saying? I might watch a highlight here and there, you know what I'm saying, just to see, you know what I'm saying, what's going on. But from the highlights that I've seen, you know what I'm saying, my man got block shot. He's hitting shots, you know what I'm saying. The team right now is like, okay, the young players are looking good. Ron Harper Jr. just made the team, you know what I'm saying?
Shit,
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, clap him up for that. And, as a 6th seed, I'm not mad at that. Be honest with you.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. Be realistic, bro.
I'm being like, because for me, it's like
I ain't saying y'all about to fucking be ass. I know I'm realistic, bro. I understand the team y'all got, and it's not like
I could see it. I could definitely see a 5 or 6 seed because that's like when I seen the roster, it was like well, we still have this. We still have the pretty much a lot of the core pieces. We're gonna be okay.
For us, it's finals or bust, man.
Yeah, I completely
That's
agree.
not even.
There had like
It's finals or bust, man.
yeah,
Especially after the run last year, it's a total failure if we don't make the finals. I'm not saying we gotta win it. We have to make the finals.
I agree.
And I mean, honestly, I'm gonna be 100. We gotta win it too because I'm not saying like it would be impossible for us to get back. We could be anybody with at any point with any like person that's on the team. But obviously right now, if you're looking at it, this would be the easiest year. Again, I know we saying this shit because they haven't proven it, but I've seen them. I've played them. We've played them in the playoffs, bro. Philly is something that is the sleeper. They are the sleeper because if Joel Embiid is healthy, it's a problem for everybody in the league, not just the East. I promise that. The motherfucker's a problem. He was playing us like injured, and this was the
Buckets,
playoff
right?
year,
Just
year
buckets.
before. Still getting 50. Like, it's just crazy,
Yeah,
bro.
he's on a different level, bro.
He's on a different level when he wants to be on that level. The thing is, we don't know if we're gonna get that, and if we're going off history, we have to say that we're not gonna get that. But it does. I can't go off of that. As a fan that is like going through the heartbreak and going through all of that, we have to be on our p's and q's at all times and not think at light of anybody that we going against, regardless of the history. So it's really finals or bust. If everybody stays healthy, God willing,
Definitely need that.
so you just need everybody to stay healthy, and we should definitely make the finals. If you're going off of last year's trajectory, if we, there's gonna be no Tatum most likely, and there's gonna be no Tyrese Halliburton. This is the chance, this is the chance to get by. I think that again, I do think we could beat those teams. You know, we got to prove it against the Pacers for sure, but I think we could still beat the Pacers if we don't lose that game one the way we did. That whole series is fucking different. You feel me? But I can't live off of that. We lost the fucking game, and that's just what it is. Finals or bust, and try to fucking win it. Obviously, um, can't say definitively from the West who's gonna be there again. Obviously, OKC is gonna be competing at a fucking super high level. They're gonna have that fucking, some people get better when they get the chip. Yeah. And fighting, they say it happens a lot. Like Daniel Cormier has said that champions, when they win the belt, they get like a 30% bump because of just the confidence that you get and the swag and just how you feel about yourself because you are a champion. But I don't know how much that correlates to team sports because you have to deal with more than just one person on there. But I would assume that they're all feeling very confident that they can go back and win it again. I could also see Denver just coming out of nowhere and being like, "Fuck that! Jokic is really the best player in the league." What are y'all gonna
that
do?
that Jokic and Murray tandem is
But yes, finals or bust for the Knicks.
that shit is crazy. Jokic and Murray tandem. When them two cooking, that's hard. That's really hard to stop.
No, it's
Because
crazy. Yeah.
because Murray,
I've seen that shit in person.
once he gets when that shot is falling, oh that faucet is on, bro.
I mean, once they just kind of get, and then once like the whole pick and roll,
Oh yeah,
pick and
once that shit,
is
oh
just
man.
like really going, it's just crazy.
Because then it's like when you got Jokic, man, the way he's able to pass the ball, and, his court vision is crazy. It's like he's like a point guard that plays center.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because his court vision is just crazy. You know what I mean?
And then also for these teams that are right there, you got to use the trade deadline and all types of shit. We might be able to grab somebody that's crazy that can help us. Malcolm Brogdon didn't stay on the team, and I'm not mad about that. Like, the minutes just weren't there for him. We had too many guards, and
Yeah, he retired.
Yeah, he retired because the minutes weren't there for him. We weren't
Yeah,
playing him in the
retired.
preseason and shit, and that's just what it is.
Which
Because
is crazy though, because it's like is there any possibility that he could have possibly even asked for a trade?
I just don't understand why he don't feel like he could be on another team. I thought somebody else would grab him,
Just
bro. He
because,
just won Six Man of the Year in
right,
2023.
right, 6 man of the year, and he's a rookie of the year.
Yeah,
You feel me? Solid. He was a solid backup, for us. You know what I'm saying? That's how he ended up getting the 6 man of the year.
yeah.
So, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't really understand it because it's, there's other teams, even contending teams that could probably use another guard,
Yeah.
another backup guard that, you probably would have fit the role perfectly for. But you know, I mean, kudos to him. I mean, I guess, he was able.
Chill out, man. Go chill, man.
He got his
You're not
bread.
like Russell Westbrook, bro. You're not gonna
Yeah,
play
you know what I'm
basketball.
saying? Like,
You chill. You
you
don't want
got
to
your
play basketball.
bread. You got your bread. You're happy. You know what I mean? He's gonna do whatever he decides
I'm
to do.
glad it happened because look, man. Right now, this year is really important to develop more to Deuce McBride. Like to just get him more involved and just really have him take on that backup role. We already got Shamit there. There's too many guards anyway. We just didn't have the room. And I think, yeah, just Miles McBride, Deuce McBride, he has to be able to do his thing. So you just gotta let him flourish. And yeah, man, I think that we covered everything as far as the topics we wanted to go over today, man. So this was a fucking great episode. Um, I'm fucking proud of what the fuck we've been doing. We're gonna definitely, keep improving the set, keep improving everything that, we got going on. We appreciate all the likes, all the subs, man. It's been a journey, man. We on episode 19, man. We're about to do episode 20 next week. Like this came off of a conversation, just bro, I don't me and Lex be on the phone for 2 hours and shit talking about sports, talking about everything. I'll be like, yo, I told him, I said, yo, honestly, man, I'm not gonna listen to you tell me another thing about sports unless we record it. And that's just where this all came from, man. So Primo Sports, man, we are out here. Appreciate y'all, man. That's Jake spreading love, man. I'm signing off. Lex, you got any parting words for the primos and primas out there?
You already know what it is, man. Same shit, different toilet. Like, comment, subscribe.
All right, y'all. Y'all be easy. Love y'all. Bless.